How's it going, everyone? My name is Chris, and welcome back to the F123 My Team mode. And today we're going on to the Singapore Grand Prix. One of my favorites, unless it's last year's game, then it's one of my least favorite tracks. But other than that, one of my favorite tracks. We have had a lot of success here, and we're looking to keep that going. Going into this race here today. But before we get into that, last race was the Italian Grand Prix, and we had a raucous start. Raucous? Is that the right terminology to use? We had an amazing start. And we followed that up with taking the lead eventually, holding the lead, losing it on the pit stops, working our asses off to get it back, and then to climb to first, make a daring move on the last lap against Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc to secure our third win of the season and our fifth podium of the year. We really shouldn't have won that race, but with how hard we pushed, we ended up catching Leclerc, and we ended up taking the lead, and we ended up winning the race and cutting into Leclerc's lead at the top of the Drivers' Championship, which is getting pretty heated with the top six here. So you got Charles Leclerc, the championship leader, by only 5 points over George Russell in P2. And you got Sergio Perez in third. He is 23 points back from Leclerc. Same with Hamilton in fourth. Max Verstappen is in fifth. Actually, no, that's not 23 back. That's, math. 17 back, I think. I think it's 17 back for both Perez and Hamilton. Then you got Max in fifth, 25 back. And then you got us in sixth, 38 back. Sainz P7, Alonso 8th, Norris 9th, Piastri in 10th, Stroll 11th, Gasly 12th, Ocon 13th, Bottas 14th, Madison 15th, and Alexander Albon 16th, who scored another point for Williams this season. And then you still got Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Zhou, Sargent, De Vries, and Liam Lawson that have yet to score a single point thus far this season. On the constructor side, Mercedes' lead has dwindled. They are now only 17 points ahead of Red Bull in second. Ferrari's trying to get back into the fight in third place. They are only 60 points back from Mercedes. We're in fourth, quite a ways back. But our main challenge is basically McLaren and Aston Martin. But Aston Martin hasn't really shown that great of pace, so mainly McLaren. But McLaren ended up passing Aston Martin at the end of Italy last time out. So now they're fifth, Aston sixth, Alpine seventh, Alfa Romeo eighth, Haas ninth, Williams in 10th, and AlphaTauri, this hurts to say, still has yet to score a point this season. Still has yet to score a single point thus far this season. And it really hurts to say that, but it's true. They have yet to score a point, and I don't know what's going on with them. But that's the driver standings. We're one level off getting our third secondary sponsor, which will be really, really good in the long run. So that'll definitely help us out a lot. I might end up taking like a weaker ICE and a weaker I think it's just a weaker ICE. Yeah, I might just end up taking and an MGUH. I might take a weaker MGUH and K, or H and K, and do a weaker ICE for practice. But for qualifying, I'll put the original parts that we would have normally back in, because I don't want to ruin these as much. So the thing is, after Singapore, we're going to take grip penalties for Japan, where we're basically just going to put everything new in the car, and run with it that way. So that's what it's looking to be. So yeah, but other than that, we do have an upgrade coming in, the heave dampers, and I think that's for the chassis. Okay, so hopefully we get a chassis upgrade. But AlphaTauri is moving their way up. They're ahead of Alfa Romeo, who is now the worst team on the grid. We are now the third worst. And you got Williams, Haas, Alpine, Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, Aston, and Red Bull if you want to go in reverse. I don't think Red Bull has at all lost the top spot once this season. So the fact that Aston and McLaren have gotten really close to them is astonishing to me. But only time will tell if they can actually pass them. So let's go on ahead and advance through time. Get the simulator training. For our boy Liam, driver promotion filming. The heave dampers do come in. Aero team building, so we got that. Weekly resources, running costs, aerodynamics equipment upgrade,
Our new part
And we have a personnel upgrade.
They'll be on the car ready for the
And we're now ahead of Williams because of that. So that's actually really, really good. So let's check the aerodynamics and see if we can get anything. Actually, we can't because we have the wing mirrors and the front wing flap as well. So yeah, after the front wing flap, I'm going to try to balance out getting the rear wing upper flap and the forward floor fences at the same time. But with heave dampers, we got quite a bit with that. So we ended up getting tire analytics data, cockpit weight reduction, and the engine cover redistribution. So, and the rest of this is basically spec 3. This is spec 2. And for some reason, it's showing me spec 3 as well. Don't ask me why. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a huge-ass change to the tire wear. So actually, where does that put us on chassis? We're still lacking behind in chassis. Okay, what about aero? We're the second worst on aero, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, still the best on power. So engine power should not be a big problem. So, yeah, but we have a personnel department thing. So what do we got? Lawson has received an invitation to a charity event, a charity race event. It's a good opportunity to get their face out there, but it means eating into their development time. What do you think? So if we accept, he gets 2,000 driver acclaim, and if we decline, he gains 10 focus. I'm going to accept because I want him to level up from level 8. I think with this, he can get to level 9. So, accept. Let him do the charity race. Get him exposure. Does he rank up at least? He's close. He's very close to ranking up. His focus is high. And I think he finished well in Italy, didn't he? Oh, no, he DNF'd in Italy. That's right. He made Q2 in Italy, though. So the potential is there for him. His best finish thus far this season is 16th in Belgium. This could help him out, though. This can really, really help him out. So, yeah, advance through time. Skip the Pirelli hot lap. We don't need to do that. And now it's the Singapore Grand Prix. And it's the updated track as well. As you can see, the chicane in the final section is now gone. So it's that one long straight. So we don't got to worry about that. We don't got to worry about that section. Would it have been nice though to run on it one more final time? I in all honesty, yeah. But you know what? The straight is removed. I made a video in relation to it, and they listened to not only me, saying something about it, but others saying something about it. So it works. It's fine. But yeah, we're passing opportunities, I believe. So won't be that boring of a race, I don't think. But I'm going to go on ahead, hop on the race weekend, do practice and a qualifying, and meet all of you guys in the race.
Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. Here's the track, and it's all changed for 2023 with 4 corners removed between turns 16 and 19. It means the lap length is now just over 3 miles, and that might come as a welcome relief to the drivers, and more especially their brakes. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Smith lines up on pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Russell, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Ocon, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Zhou, Sargent, De Vries, Norris, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Albon, Tsunoda, and Liam Lawson. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, the regulations aren't new anymore, but the teams and the drivers are still coming to terms with them. I firmly believe it's also track specific. We've seen some wheel-to-wheel racing throughout the year. Some tracks lend themselves better to it than others. I'd like to see it at every race in the whole season. Is that too much to ask?
I don't want to say too much yet, but I think the Singapore Rocketship is back again and in full force. So obviously, rolling off P1, as you can tell, that we were 5/10 quicker than Sergio Perez. And that was in the rain, might I add. There was a rainy qualifying. And, yeah, we made it through Q1. The rain hit. We made it through Q2. Rain got heavier. And made it into Q3. And the rain lined up. And our car went from just being shy of first to now taking first. So I like it that way. I'm glad that I'm starting first. My favorite position here in Singapore. But yeah, rolling off P1 today. Don't know what to really expect from today's race, but they look at the race strategy. Seems like they want us to do a reverse of what we normally do, which is mediums to hards. They want us to do hards to mediums. And even the personalized one is a little bit better, but I want to flip-flop these two. So still do that, but I want to do mediums to hards. Now, the main reason why I want to do this is because this strategy works the best, and with how well we can do. Funny enough, we're 2 seconds quicker, so than the projected. 2 seconds quicker. Anybody that's starting on the hards is going to struggle. Anyone that's starting on the mediums isn't going to struggle instantly. So this is my workout. I'm going to bank on working out. And we have a lot of soft tires because we only used once. We didn't use a single set in qualifying either. We used a set of mediums, and that was it. Didn't use a single set of softs. Because instantly or immediately after the fact, the rain hit. So that's why we didn't use a single set. But we'll put in 2.5 laps of fuel. That should be enough to get us through the race today. Hopefully we don't run out of fuel. That's like the last thing I want. Actually I might lower it just a tiny little bit to maybe right around there. Yeah, well, 54.2. That works. 2.34. Not bad. Check out some fuel. We're good to go. So let's go on ahead and hop into this race and let us see what we can do here in Singapore. Hopefully we do really, really well. If it ain't going to be the win, hopefully it's a podium. Hopefully. Let's hope for that. I don't know what the Red Bull strategists on Perez's side are doing, but yeah. Probably wouldn't have started on the hards. Definitely would have went for the medium strategy. Definitely would have done that. But we'll see how badly it affects him and how much we might be able to get away from him if this works out. Because pretty much everyone's going to be doing what I normally do strategy-wise, which is mediums to hards. For the people that aren't starting the mediums, they're starting on the hards, they're going to do a reverse strategy, what I normally do. And I'm curious how that'll work out for them. Good, pretty decent start there. Didn't get off as quick as I wanted to, but it's whatever. There we go. That's first lap complete. I feel like the laps are shortened now with the chicane being gone. That might just be me, though. But yeah, we're pretty quick around here. I'll tell you that for free. We are fast. Yeah, this addition right here, the removal of that chicane makes everything so much better now with this track. You can actually, fight.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
It's insane. But we're just getting quicker and quicker. Have to back her down on the ERS a little bit. Save her some and pick up all that time in the corners. One of the shocks in qualifying was how Lando didn't even make it past Q1. And he would have started last today had there not been 3 guys that ended up taking grip penalties that started behind him. And unfortunately, my teammate was one of them. How in the world has Leclerc not passed Perez yet? Like, bro, what in the hell? Like, I'm just shocked by that, unless Perez is deliberately backing up the field again. Like, he backs up the field in the corners and just powers down the straightaways. Just to stay further ahead.
Green flag.
Oh, there's a problem behind. I don't know for who, but kind of caught me off guard a little bit. Damn, how far around the track are they gonna go? Oh, there goes Russell. It's almost like real life F1 in here in Singapore. Instead of crashing into the wall, he probably just blew a motor. Well, that sucks for Russell, though. Yeah. Can't have too many of those. Or else your fight for the championship is over.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. We're leading the car.
Coming up on our pit stop, where we'll get off these mediums and go onto the hards. And see what we can do on those bad boys. Normally we do really, really well with them. Curious as to how it'll go this time. But yeah, I haven't been able to get rid of Perez as much as I wanted to. He's outside of my DRS, but it's like he's just hanging about. So I mean, I'm trying to get rid of him a little bit, but can't really do much. I can get to like 2 seconds ahead, but that's like about it. I can't get any higher. But I'm trying. All right. Hey, like gains the time back. I don't know what to tell you. I need to take a smoother through there. I don't know. I'm curious if Leclerc's going to bring the fight to Perez at any point, like before the pit stops or after the pit stops. Really, it just depends.
Okay, gap to the car behind. Car behind. Box,
right.
We're coming in this lap.
Coming in this time. Yep, had a feeling Leclerc came in because he was not in second anymore. Saved it. Had a feeling he was going to pit. Had a feeling he's going to pit the lap that I'm pitting or the lap before me. And we found out he's pitting the lap before me. So there you go. He's going to try that undercut on Perez and see if it works. See how well it works for him. Got a bony butt, man. Fucking sitting in this goddamn sim rig for a long while is... it pains the butt. You can only imagine what it's like for IRL F1 drivers to experience it. Man. This doesn't happen all the time, though, but for me, that is. But when it does, man, does it suck. Alright. Coming in this time. There we go. So Perez stays out, obviously, but it's myself, Sainz, Hamilton, and Alonso that came in. I think that's Max. Yeah, Max stays out. So him and Perez on the same strategy. Piastri stayed out as well. Okay.
Okay, let's go now.
There we go.
Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Oh, that's Leclerc. He'll tuck right back in behind me, but trust me, this car goes. So if it wants to fucking go, it's gonna go. So Leclerc better watch out for that. Oh god. Basically the fight for the lead at this point, shit. Try to shake him off. Just like I did with Perez in the initial, or the opening laps. Verstappen came in, so something tells me that Perez ain't coming in until next lap. Norris came in. Oscar and Perez did not come in. Should be able to run these two guys up ahead down. Just enough before they make their stops, though. Purple sector 2. Probably won't be able to get the fastest lap, but Perez has come in. Let's fit the mediums on. Piastri's in. You know, remind you guys, they're going to go all the way to the end on these bad boys. Leclerc just put it in the fastest lap. But Leclerc has jumped Perez. So now it's me and the Ferraris. Oh, and Liam finally came in.
Liam is in the pit
Oh, he already
lane.
came in already.
Liam's in the pits now.
The engine power is basically what's helping us a little bit here. It's not doing it by much. But doing it a little bit is better than nothing. God. And then Lando just fucking sets the bar higher. Lando really came in. It's just like, I'm going to put in a 132.3. Have fun. Rest of the field. Went faster than my previous fastest, but not the fastest lap of the race. Would be nice to get that, though. Well, I am able to pull away from Leclerc a little bit more. I think he used up all of his stuff a little too early.
Okay,
Oh.
Safety car deployed. Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
What happened? Did the safety car just get called just to be called? Or what? I did not have this on my bingo card today. I don't think there's ever been a time where we've had a safety car in Singapore. I don't think this has ever happened. Even in last year's game, I don't even think it happened. Maybe it did. Did it happen in last year's game? I can't remember. Well, this is a first, and it's towards the end of the race as well. Hopefully we don't get shades of Abu Dhabi 2021 with this. Oh, please, God, no. Well, to tell you that right now, this definitely helps Perez a lot because he was 5 seconds down from the closest guy, which is Sainz. And, yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. Now let's catch the safety car. Catch the safety car, boys. I don't know if anyone's really going to take the risk of going on softs. I mean, if you're a ways back, you might want to do that. Maybe to get a couple points, but I don't know for what other reason, but just for that. I mean, maybe. Wouldn't hurt. I don't think, right? Right? Well, time to sit behind the safety car and wait. You know, I could go for some nice cold beverage right about now. I know I'm not talking about beer. I'm talking about just a nice cold, like, Pepsi. Or a nice cold Mountain Dew, or anything that's nice and cold, you know what I mean? Nice cold beverage. And open one up for the boys, you know what I mean? You gotta open up for the boys, everybody. Remember, whenever you have a can of soda or anything, can of anything, you open it up. You gotta remember, before you open it, call one for the boys, because that's the best. It makes it taste better. Especially, it makes it taste better when you have your bros around and they open one too. Makes it taste great. You want to know why? Because it's not just one person drinking it. It's multiple. And it all works out. Life lessons here on this channel. And what to do and what not to do. Hey, safety car getting away. What the fuck? I want there to be, like, a time where EA and Codemasters, like, if there's a safety car deployed, like, towards the end of the race, and they can't, like, get the rest of the race in or whatever, the safety car should literally finish the race with you. Because it happens in real life. It's not like it hasn't. It happened as of recent, I think, last year. I don't think it happened earlier this year. Maybe it did. But the latest I can remember, happening was like last year at some point, and or maybe even the year prior. I have no idea. But I wish, like, one day EA and Cody's will add that in as a feature of, like, the safety car taking you to the end of the race if it's close to the end, or if the game decides you deserve a one-lap dash, give you one lap dash to the finish. I don't fucking care. Give us something interesting with the safety cars, man. Like, come on. Please, just make it more interesting. Like, god damn. I guess we're gonna go around for one more lap around here. Under the safety car. See you guys in 2 minutes. The safety car decides to finally peel off.
Okay,
there
the
it
safety
is.
car's coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in Sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car's into the pit lane.
Alright. Well, I'm back the field up. That safety car just disappeared off in the distance. He is non-existent now.
Okay,
not the best restart I wanted to have, but
12.8 seconds.
Relatively something like that. But I got it close to what I wanted it to be. Would have been nice to get out of the corner, but the car just decided, nah, let's just slingshot all the way down to the left here. It's just amazing. It's fucking fantastic. I'll tell you what.
DRS has been
Alright,
enabled.
DRS is enabled. It's close to the end of the race though, so it may not come into effect. It's on me if I could just keep this gap between myself and Leclerc consistent. But so far so good. And yeah, he's basically pulled a second to his teammate. That's how hard he's pushing to try to catch me. You know, I thought fuel would be a big issue around here, and funny enough, it's not, especially with the safety car helping out and almost giving me 3 extra laps of fuel. Like, goddamn. If the fact that I'm even at 2.90 is insane to even think about. I will say, though, I have done pretty good around here. Better than I thought, in all honesty. And, yeah. Done way better than I anticipated that I would ever do, that I would probably do around here. Two to go left in the race. Damn, Leclerc is not backing down, isn't he?
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, mate,
All right.
Final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
All right, 4 laps to go. Last lap. Here in Singapore. You know, I'll be honest with you, I really did doubt that I would come back to Singapore and actually do really, really well here. And with the car that we have this season, did not expect this whatsoever. Not in the slightest. But we've done really, really well today. Tonight. I'm really proud of it, everybody. And I'm really proud of myself too. For not succumbing out of the pressure. Alright. Last time through here. And through this section. This car ain't quite the Singapore Rocketship, but it's there. Let's fucking go. First time we've gone back to back.
That's a race win and your second
Let's
race win in
go.
a row. Fantastic job.
Woo! Can't really get all excited because it's late at night as I'm recording this, but let's go. Hell yeah. P1 again.
What a great race it's been then. Another classic Singapore Grand Prix. And they've held on to take the checkered flag here today. So Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Well, confidence breeds confidence. Success breeds success. They are very much enjoying a purple patch right now.
Here comes your top 3 making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One.
All right, well, 4th win of the season in the bag. And oddly enough, the 4 wins that we've gotten thus far this season are the same 4 wins that we got in F1 2020. We won Monaco in F1 2020 and 23. We won Canada in F1 2020 and 23. We've won Italy in F1 2020 and in 23. And now we've won Singapore in F1 2020 and 23. Coincidence? I think not. But what a day. What a day. So we come out on top with the win. Charles Leclerc with the P2. Congratulations to him. And congratulations to Sainz of the P3. Nice to see a double Ferrari podium. We're just up there, you know, spoiling the Ferrari fun. Perez P4, Alonso P5, Verstappen 6, Hamilton down to 7th. Damn. Piastri all the way up to 8th, Norris up to 9th, and Ocon to 11th. So a lot of the guys that started pretty terribly made their way up to the field. And they got a point or 2. So good job on them. Bottas 11, Magnussen 12th. Zhou comes close to points again in 13th. So does Sargent at 14th. Albon at 15th. Hulkenberg 16th. Stroll 17th. Tsunoda 18th. Gasly 19th. De Vries 20th. Lawson 21st. And George Russell, the only DNF in 22nd. And that was the only person that lost and finished ahead of. Then again, it's not really a good track for anybody new. Like, halfway through the season, kind of new. So, I had a feeling he would struggle, but He'll get there. He'll get there. Check out the standings. So we jump up past Hamilton and Verstappen to 4th. We went from 6th to 4th. Leclerc leads by 23 over Perez now, and 23 over Russell in 3rd. We're P4, 26 back. Hamilton 5th, 29 back, and Verstappen 6th, 32 back. So, still relatively close between the top 6. And you got Sainz there, P7, who's kind of lurking in the background almost. Alonso 8th, Norris 9th, and Piastri in 10th. Stroll in 11th, Gasly 12th, Ocon 13th, Bottas 14th, Madison 15th, and Albon 16th. And still, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Zhou, Sargent, De Vries, and Lawson have not scored a point. Over on the constructor side, Red Bull's closed the gap on Mercedes, and now they're 3 points back from them, and so has Ferrari, who are now 33 back from Mercedes in the top spot. We jumped to 200 points now. All 213 of those points are my points, if you could believe it. But we're 4th with that. McLaren at 5th, Aston Martin at 6th. They're 1 point back from McLaren, which is hilarious to think about. Then you got Alpine 7th, Alfa Romeo 8th, Haas 9th, Williams 10th, and AlphaTauri in 11th still. So, good day for some, not so much for others, but hey, it was a good race all around for us. Strategy went well, and we ran our own race, and we did good, and we won, and I'm glad we did. Hell yeah. Let's go. All right, so the next race is the Japanese Grand Prix, which we will take a lot of grid penalties for. We'll basically be starting at the rear of the field in Japan. But it ain't nothing new, especially for the Japanese Grand Prix and for us, just in general. Seems like after a good string of races, we always tend to have some grid penalties stop us in our tracks. So more likely going to be the same this time. We're going to go on ahead and give a second driver performance review, and that's pretty much all we can actually do. We have 4 million, so I could probably dump that into sponsor relations, which increases your team acclaim, or I could probably dump that into something for Liam. This performance will slightly be improved. Well, the claim will be improved 10 times. I think I'll go with this because I'm pretty sure this will help us out really in the long run. So get that. Head on over to R&D because we need to get some stuff going on R&D. We need something for chassis. We can get a few things for chassis actually. Wait, do I have the upgrade for it though? Okay, I do have it. Okay, whew. Thought for a minute I didn't, but we're lacking over in chassis, so we gotta get some upgrades in. So let's go on ahead and get the engine cover for 1, so we'll get that in. Get that started. And then we'll do the monocoque structure. Probably not the monocoque structure. Let's go for the tire. No, let's do cockpit weight reduction. Cockpit weight reduction, we'll do that. And then once we get those 2 in, we'll do the tire analytics data. And we'll go for the monocoque structure as well. And improved energy store cells. We'll get that going eventually, and then we gotta start getting that into 2. What was it? Spec 2. Gotta do the same thing for aero. Engine's already there, but we don't gotta worry about engine. Is there anything I can get for cheap over here? Actually, I can't because the MGUH still has yet to come in. So I can't buy anything else even if I wanted to, but what do I know? But we're still waiting on the regulation changes. So hopefully I'm not fucking myself here. But this should definitely put us back ahead of Williams, which is all I asked for. To be put back ahead of Williams. So, yeah. But we're getting there. So, can't really buy anything there. We're not even a claim 15 yet, so we can't do that. But yeah, I really don't need to take any grid penalties, but I'm just going to, just to make things easier on myself. So that's what we'll do. And this upgrade will come in after, actually, on the Saturday. So the marketing upgrade will actually come in on qualifying day. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, so not really much else to say, but we had a successful episode. I will say that. But I want to thank you guys all so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification button down below for more. Next race is the Japanese Grand Prix. We struggled there in the past, but we've also been able to succeed there as well. Hopefully it'll be more of the same. We'll find out. But hopefully we'll do well. Hopefully we'll do well in Japan. But thank you guys so much. My name is Chris. I'm out. I'll see you later. Have a good day. Peace out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Love you guys, and goodbye.